I came from a background where I'd worked in a very successful American bank. I was the only woman in my section. It was all men. And they began to treat me just like I was just another man. And that had good points, it had bad points. One of the good points was that I began to hear a lot of how they talked about women. And I often felt very discriminated against for no particular reason. I just felt quite excluded. And then I went to live in Punjab, and I spent some time at Harry and Bailan with Baba Nihal Singh. And one day I was sitting in a little Gurdwara. It's this tiny, beautiful little Gurdwara. And the Granthi came in. I was in there on my own, and the Granthi came in and he saw me there. And he just saw someone there. He didn't see a woman, he didn't see a man, he just saw someone sitting devotedly at the feet of the Guru. And he asked me in Punjabi, which I just about understood, if I would help him in cleaning up the Gurdwara. Now, I've been in many Gurdwaras in India, and I'd never been asked that. I was a woman, I couldn't do that. But here, in this tiny little, very, very male bastion, I suddenly felt totally respected as a human who was in the form of a woman. And it was a real liberation for me. I suddenly was able to embrace my femininity because I didn't have anything to prove. I wasn't looking for approval. I wasn't needing to really force it and say, hey, look at me, I'm a woman. He just saw the devotion and the beauty of the situation, and he treated me with so much respect. It was one of the first times that I felt that he looked at me. He didn't see me as something sexual or attractive or any of those cool words. He just saw me, my true soul, calling, longing to belong to the Guru. And in that moment, I became a woman because he didn't treat me as a woman. And that is the paradox. If you want the woman in your life to really become feminine, graceful, and divine, at some level you have to stop seeing her as a woman. You stop thinking, oh, she's the one who does the laundry, she's the one who goes out to work, she's the one who cares for the children, she's the one who's beautiful, she's the one who's sexy, she's the one who does. Just see what's inside her, the calling of her soul. The calling of her soul to merge with the Guru, just like you. The beauty of marriage is when a woman in her own right and a man in his own right come together. And that bond that is created is stronger than you could ever imagine. And that's when the magic happens, because what an individual can achieve on their own is great. But what an individual merged with another individual can achieve is true greatness. It's the greatness to inspire beyond. But it can only happen, and I want you to listen right now, it can only happen if two equal beings come together. When I bring this hand together, and I bring this hand together, they are equal. They are both equally part of my body. That is the glory of being a woman and being a man and being married. But when we started doing the publicity for this Be the Woman course that we did, I got an email from a Punjabi man, and he said, I want help in dealing with my wife. And I said, well, why didn't you subscribe her to the course? And he said, no, I couldn't possibly do that. He said, I don't want a nagging wife. And I replied to him, well, stop doing things that she's going to nag about. It's really simple. You need to treat your wife as a goddess. Not someone you idolize, not someone you worship, but someone who is that part of you that you can't see except in an outer form. That is the glory of a woman. Without a woman, where is the inspiration? The issue is, at what level do you as a man relate to a woman? Do you see her as a sexual thing? Do you see her as a motherly thing? Do you see her as a maid who's going to take care of you? Or do you see her as a totality of everything that could truly inspire you to your greatness? That's the question you have to answer.